Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, I want to give you the results from last week's Board of Supervisors meeting at the Alameda County Board of Supervisors. And it was a very crowded meeting, and there were a lot of folks that spoke in favor of keeping the 1.5 billion, 1.5 billion dollars in homeless services. And homeless services, that money will be going towards securing land, the property, and then also constructing buildings. And then on the other side of me, on the other side of this fence, is a 20-acre site that I am proposing next Tuesday to the Board of Supervisors for development and also for purchase. This site is the former AT&T service yard for Oakland. They left here at the top of this month, and so the lot is empty. And usually when a utility leaves a property, it's very unlikely they're going to come back because of the problems. And the problems that AT&T had here, there was an extensive amount of break-ins and theft. I don't know the number amounts, but I know it has to go over $1 million. Number one, because their fiber optics trailer was stolen. All the trucks were broken into, tools and equipment were stolen. And so there's a lot of money in theft. And also rolls of cable that were removed, and then also a security guard that was murdered here. An unarmed security guard was murdered here. So I would say the likelihood of AT&T ever coming back to this site is extremely slim. And so that brings up a new situation. I've looked up the property owner, which is called Bell Advisors LLC. And so they are the property owners. They've been the property owners since 2001 when they bought it from RA Trucking. So they've had the property for an extensive amount of time, 24 years almost. And so they left. And now we have the problem still surrounding the property, the homeless encampments around the property. And that was one of the reasons why they left. But also, what's nice about this, there's a current four-story building on the property. So that means, at the very least, a four-story buildings can be constructed on this 20-acre site. And so what we've been talking about behind the scenes is putting 3 four-story buildings on the property. That would be 120 rooms per building. But yet, there's another thing. BART, just a few blocks down the street, has been constructing 6-story buildings. So that would be an additional 30 units per floor, or another 60 units. So it is possible to have 3 buildings with 160 units each. That's a significant number here in Oakland, and it's on a large lot, 20 acres, like I said. So there's a large enough amount of area to create a green belt, the office spaces that are going to be needed to provide the wraparound services that are going to be needed for these communities. Also, one of the proposals that I've been talking about is creating this micro community with all off-grid solar. All off-grid solar. And because the buildings are able to hold a substantial amount of solar panels, on the roof. And so it's time to take advantage of that and uh, make the sustainability uh, real high, because if you're not having to pay, you know, 10, 12, $15,000, $30,000 to PG&E every month, that is a substantial savings. And if we do this from the beginning and do it right, we can minimize the billing impacts of the utilities. Having all off-grid solar electric power for the community would be a huge benefit. Number one, nobody would be having uh, large electric bills. The residents wouldn't be billed for electricity, PG&E, and so that would be a benefit with to living in the community. The community is 100% electric. While there is gas service available on the property, uh, it is unlikely to be used for any real big purpose unless a kitchen is installed, a commercial kitchen is installed on this property to feed the residents. So uh, we're looking at over 400 units on the property, and that's apartments. Then we have the special needs single family homes, which are single level homes, maybe a single second story to the single family homes, and this would be set aside for the special needs. Special needs being families that have uh, 5 or more children. That would be a special need. Special need would be for handicap couples or singles that need a certain amount of privacy. And so under the heritage or sanctuary titling that would be part of this program, they would be eligible to be living in a single family home rather than an apartment, especially if they have wheelchair issues. While the apartments and everything could work, some folks have issues with mobility, walkers, uh, LARC, scooters, and wheelchairs. And so the special needs of those would be looked at, and the best possible fit for them would be evaluated, and they would be part of that process. Along with this site is also another old regulation, which is sweat equity. So in lieu of having to put down money, real actual cash, there is a provision where those who are able to can put in 50 plus hours of construction, the actual work that goes into their unit, and it would be credited towards their down payment, and also towards their fixed costs of attaining the unit. So that's one way to help a lot of folks avoid having to put out a lot of money, especially when they don't have it. And the whole purpose of this is to address the homeless situation here in the city of Oakland by providing homes. And then with the 220-acre properties that one that I already have over here near the Oakland Coliseum, which we're also hoping to include in the Measure W build out, is that site. We could put another 500, 600 folks onto that property. So right now we're looking at a possible 2,500 new homes, new apartments for our unhoused and our struggling families here in the city of Oakland. So this is something that I will be working on in the coming week. In fact, the Board of Supervisors meeting will be on Tuesday, again at the admin building downtown Oakland for Alameda County Board of Supervisors. We will be talking about how the money will be distributed, talking about fulfilling the requirements of Measure W, because for the distribution to move forward, there has to be an election of individuals, and in that election, for the distribution of funds, has to have a homeless person on the board. It is part of Measure W's built-in safety factors, so that the homeless are represented in the $1.5 billion. And I want to correct that in the fact that Measure W is to raise $1.5 billion. Right now, $1.4 billion will be used moving forward to acquire property and to build out these homes and apartments for our homeless and struggling families in Oakland. So that's the update. Next week is a very important meeting. Tuesday at the Oakland Alameda County Board of Supervisors Administrative Building. And if you wanted to attend, you can attend with on BART, because BART stops across the street at the Lake Merritt stations. You can join me and many others down there as we move forward at housing our homeless population. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.